有趣的。两个，我当时试的是。就这俩。对。其他的那种垫圈的话，我是用的。说吧。
Hi, hello, hi guys, can you hear me? Hello, welcome to our live stream, and this is Abby. I'm so happy to be here with you, and today I'm here to share our products with you, such as our telescope. Okay, you can see this is a telescope, and some telescope accessories with you.
这咋叫啊？
这里。这里是。是吗？给你调一下看。不是，这里有个声音。
这个拉过来了。会太高。
我这。Hi guys.
这个放我跟前面。
Hi guys, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Okay, welcome. Okay, so this is Abby, and welcome to our live stream. I'm so happy to be here with you and to share our telescopes and some telescope accessories with you. Okay, so if you are an astronomy lover and you are looking for your ideal telescope, okay, so today's live stream will be okay. Yes, today's our live stream will help you a lot. And if you have any questions, so please feel free to contact us in the comment section. We will reply to you quickly. And you can also see some links down below. You can click to the link and to enter our official website. Okay. So when I am featuring something, you can also open a new tab and to see more details or more information about the product. Okay, so now let's move on to today's topic. The deep sky photography involves taking photos of objects beyond our solar system. I'm talking about photographing galaxies, nebulae, and star clusters. Comets, even though parts of the solar system are photographed using the same technicals. Okay. Yeah, so when we want to take the deep sky photographies, okay, then we will need some more professional telescope and some telescope accessories. So the photographing of the night sky can be divided into untracked and tracked astrophotography. In untracked astrophotography, used mostly of nightscapes. You set your camera on a fixed tripod and start shooting. Your maximum exposure time will be limited by the apparent motion of the sky, as stars will start trailing after a few seconds. What equipment do you need for deep sky, deep space photography? I'm sure most people think they need a lot of expensive equipment, right? Yeah. You may think that you need a lot of expensive equipment to get started with deep space photography. However, this is definitely not the case. But you do need a dark place because light pollution can ruin the fun of taking deep sky photos. It's pretty important, okay? So as As for us, it's pretty important to know the sky and to be able to identify your target between the stars. Laser constellations and familiarize yourself with the position of brighter objects. Targets like the Great Orion Nebulae, the the, Ma- the Magellanic Clouds, or the Andromeda galaxies are easily visible with the naked eyes from a dark site. So as for it is known to us. As for the deep sky, we can see some nebulae. We can see nebulae with our naked eyes, such as the Orion Nebulae and the Magellan. Let me see the. Yes, the Orion Nebulae we can see with our naked eyes. And the other nebulae you can see is the Magellanic Clouds. So it's the Magellanic Clouds and the Andromeda galaxies. These nebulae, these clouds are easily seen by us with our naked eyes. But when photographing fainter objects, like let's say the California nebulae, located in the constellation of Perseus. You will need sky maps in order to find your target in the sky. So the first site I introduced to you is choosing your telescope. Refractors use lenses as their objective lens. Refractors are more compact but also more expensive per unit of aperture than reflectors. Apochromatic APO, we also call it APO. It means the apochromatic telescope. Uses lenses built from special low dispersion glass lens. APO offers almost perfect chromatic and spherical correction for sharp imaging. They are more expensive than their achromatic counterparts, but they are worth every penny. So your money is worth. It devours the money. APO telescopes use 3 or 4 lenses in the objective lens. There is also a class of refractors called semi-APO or ED glass lens. They are less expensive than real apochromatics and are probably the best choice for you or for your first astrophotography telescope. Looks to me like if you want to choose your first telescope, then the APO or the APO refractor telescope probably the best choice for you for your first astrophotography telescope. So then we introduce our SV550 telescope for you. You can see this one. You can see clearly. This is SV550 telescope. And this is our new product in our company. We launched it lately. And this model is SV550. It's 80 millimeters aperture of objective lens, and the focal ratio is 6. It is APO triplet refractors, and it has the 2.5 inches dual speed focuser for astrophotography. Okay, so next part, let's look at the main part of this telescope. First, I want to show the overall of this product. Okay. So in the front, it has a dust cover. When you use it, we need to detach this cover. And the function of this cover is to protect your objective lens from scratch, from moisture, from dust. And this is the objective lens. Can you see? The objective lens. The objective lens it size D. D means the diameter. Diameter of the objective lens is 80 millimeters. Okay, 80 millimeters. Objective lens is relatively larger. As a larger objective lens, so it will collect enough light into your telescope. Okay, so we will get the sharpness and brightness images. Okay, and the objective lens is also made of FMC, means the fully multi-layer coated glass lens. And about this part, we can see this part, it is a dual shade. The dual shade can be retractable, or we can also coat it in the sunshine. Do you know what I am featuring? This part. This part is sunshine. Okay. It is a sunshine, and the sunshine will also protect your objective lens from when you use it when you use it on a sunny day, on a rainy day. Okay, this sunshine will protect your objective lens well. What about this part? Can you see? This is a metal hoop. Okay, this is a metal hoop, and it is made of metal, so it is very durable for your use. This part you can connect. Your equatorial mount. You can connect your field light, so to conduct a more accurate observation. This part you can see we have a long dovetail plate. Can you see? It is a relatively long dovetail plate. So this part you can connect to your, field light, and you can also connect to your tripod for stable observation. Finally, as for this part, this is our focus well. Can you see? We have two focus well, and the black one. Can you see this part? The black one is the coarse focus well. Also, we can use this focus well to roughly adjust the focus, and then when we can see the image clearly and we want to see more clearly. Okay, so then we can adjust this fine focus value. Okay, the right one, the right focus value. The right focus value, it is a fine focus value. Okay, so when we use this black one to roughly focus, and then we can use this fine focus value to do more accurate focus, adjust this focus value. Okay, so this is a dual speed focuser. So the dual speed focuser will help us to focus smoothly and positively and more easily. And this part, can see? Okay, this part, it is the interface to connect your accessories, and the interface of this part is 2 inches interface. Okay, so we can connect our 2 inches accessories to this interface. This is a dovetail plate. Okay, so we can connect our finder scope or our get scope, connect them here. So this is the main part of this telescope. Next, I want to introduce the main parts functions to you. The triplet apochromatic optics structure. It uses one piece of SV550. Okay, so allow me to repeat. The optics structure is one piece of SFPR51 low dispersion ED glass. Okay, so clearly, so it is made of one piece. Okay, one piece so SFPR51 low dispersion ED glass lens, and 2 pieces of correction glass. So these are its optical structure. The structure is one piece of SFPR51 ED glass lens and 2 pieces of correction glass lens. So this optics structure effectively improves the blue edge chromatic aberration problems of single ED structure imaging. So the first part I mentioned is its optical structure, and then it also has a 2.5-inch focusing base. So it can effectively reduce the vignetting problems when connecting to a full-frame camera, and the FPL51 APO can improve the quality of the captured images. Next part is its magnesium alloy focusing set. Compared with aluminum alloy material of the same specifications, the weight can be reduced by more than 20%, reducing the load. Okay, so it will reduce the weight and won't be an extra burden for you. And the long dovetail plate. Okay, this part, this is a dovetail plate. Okay, so maybe my throat is not so comfortable today. Okay, so this dovetail plate. How long is it? Okay, so the diameter. Okay, so how long is it? Let me see. Okay. it is the 180 millimeters, 180 millimeters long. The Hollywood standard dovetail plate is 180 millimeters. The distance between the two hoops can be adjusted. Okay, this here, this part called the metal hoop, and this is you can adjust the distance also according to the rear end according to the rear end load to achieve the balance of the whole system. This APO extreme extinction measures. There are multiple light barriers inside the forecasting seat and the inner wall of the lens barrel, and the four extinction barriers are designed to meet the ultimate pursuit of extinction. So we did the extinction process as for brighteners and sharpeners images for our customer. And it also has a built-in dovetail slot here. Okay. This is a dovetail slot. It comes with the package, so you won't buy the dovetail plate separately. And the aperture, the objective lens aperture is 80 millimeters. The focal length is 480 millimeters. Okay, the focal length is 480 millimeters. So we can calculate the focal ratio. The focal ratio is 6. So this is a telescope. It is designed for deep sky photography. You can use this telescope, this SV550, to take some nebulae, some galaxies, and some solar system planets. Next one, so when you want to take astrophotographing, so you will need an OSC camera. Okay, so you will need a deep sky astrophotography camera. Okay, and we also launched a camera this year. It is called SV550. Okay, so this is the product. Let me show you. This product, it is the model is SV405cc, SV405cc, and this camera is specially designed for deep space, deep sky astrophotography. Okay, so now let's see what camera it is. Inside this box, we can see this is a small lightweight bag. So your camera can be protected well. You can see it is a very soft small bag, and your camera can store here very safely. Okay, so this is SV405cc camera. We also have an English menu. It has a few language instructions. And how to use it also mentioned in this English menu. For this part, it is a cable to connect your computer or connect to your camera. It also has a few parts, a few small parts. Okay, let me introduce to you one by one. Okay, this is a small part. You can see, so the interface is 1.25. So this is a 1.25-inch adapter, T adapter. This is a small part. It is a T to transfer 1.25 inches adapter. Okay, because this camera you can use it for multi-purpose functions. So we developed so many transfer adapters for you. Okay, so if you don't understand what I said, okay, you can also click to the link, and to open a new tab, our description is more clear, and it also introduced each part of this camera. This small part, let me take it out. This small part you can see. It's thread. Okay, thread is M42 to transfer M48 ring. Okay, so this is a ring. The purpose is to transfer M42 to transfer M48. This small ring. This part, okay, this part, it is an adapter. It is also M42 to transfer M48 female. Okay, female. M42 may be the male thread, and the M48 is a female thread. Let me show you clearly. Oh, here. So this adapter is to transfer M48 to M4. Oh yeah, allow me to think a second. Okay, this adapter is to transfer M42 to M48. Clear? Okay, this part. This part, this transfer, this adapter is OM42, but it is the M42 male thread to transfer M42 female thread. Okay. Okay, I have introduced some main parts of this camera as the related accessories. Okay, next I want to introduce the functions of this cooling camera. We call this is a cooling system camera. Thanks to the two-stage TEC cooling, so the SV550cc can lower the CMOS sensor temperature to 30 degrees Celsius below ambient temperature, which can greatly reduce dark current generation and sensor noise even during longer exposure times. So it adopts the two-stage TEC cooling system, so it can lower the temperature to 30 degrees Celsius below ambient temperature. Okay, so it has a cooling system, so we call it is a cooling system camera. And this part, this is the AR coating, and this part, this is the cooling fan. You can see cooling fan, so it can reduce the temperature here. Here on the front of the camera, it has some interface, and this part, it is the USB 302 data interface. Okay, this part we can also detach it. Oh yeah, it is a 2 inches adapter. It is 2 inches adapter, and the SV550cc camera works with Windows, Mac OS, Chrome OS. It can compatible with many softwares and many systems. For Windows system, also support SharpCap, Nina, the SkyX, and other softwares run through ASCOM platform by using ASCOM driver. Okay, so when you want to use this camera, you need to download some softwares from our official website, and it also works with Windows, Linux, and Mac OS, such as the Raspberry Pi systems by running the Astro DMX capture. And the sensor, okay, so as for every camera, it has each CMOS sensor. This camera SV450cc, the sensor is the sensor adopts Sony IMX294 CMOS sensor, and the image resolution is relatively high. The total pixels is 11.7 megapixels, and the maximum frame rate can can run at 19 FPS. And the USB type is type B USB 3.0 interface, and it has the DDR3 buffer. Okay, so the memory card is 256 memory, a DDR3 buffer. The QE peak is 75%. The ADC the ADC is 14 bit. The other okay, it also support the ROI function. It means any resolution supported, so you can do the ROI. And it also has the pixel binning. It supports bin 1, bin 2, bin 3, bin 4. Okay, so you can ROI, and it has a pixel binning. Okay, so when you want to take photos and to So when you want to take photos and when you want to take the deep sky astrophotography, okay, you may need the field flattener and the cooling system. Okay, I will introduce to you these products for you one by one, and then I will install them together to show how to use this. So this is the cooling camera. This is SV550 camera. The more information and the more details information, you can click to our link and to find more details of this product. Next part, let me see. Okay, next part is this camera. This is also a guiding camera. It called SV. The model is SV550. Here. Okay, we can also see here. Okay, so the model is SV550. SV550 camera. Okay, let's see what's inside. Okay, it's a small guiding camera, but it has more power. It is powerful. So this is the camera. This part. This is a guiding camera. It is SV550. The guiding cable, USB cable, and some parts of this camera. Oh, it is relatively small. Can you see? It is very small, lightweight. The SV550, the SV550 guiding camera is a sensitive and high-speed color astronomical camera for planetary imaging. You can also take lunar and solar imaging and some bright deep space objects imaging. So do you know the function of this camera? You can use it for planetary imaging, for lunar and solar imaging, and some bright deep space objects imaging. This camera is also great for lucky imaging of planets, double stars, and other compact objects, especially for telescope with longer focal length. Okay, so if your telescope with longer focal length, this camera is suitable for you to take some planets imaging, for lunar and solar imaging, and for some brightness, nebulae, brightness, deep sky object imaging. Anyway, you can see it is very compact and highly sensitive. It is the 1.2 megapixel color camera, and with 1/3 inches CMOS sensors, perfect for auto guiding or planetary imaging. So this camera is specially designed for planetary imaging, and it is a small 3.75 micropixels, high peak QE. It has a high peak QE. It reaches of 75%, and low rate noise allows the tight tracking of faint guide stars. It has a USB cable. This is USB cable, and it USB interface, and the USB is 2.0 Type-C interface, and the ST4 port. This cable is USB 2.0, and this part is a ST4 port. ST4 port guiding port. Okay, to connect directly to the auto guider port of a telescope mount. It is a compact form factor with a diameter of 36 millimeters. Lets you slip the camera into a 1.25 inches focuser, and the AR coating here, the AR coated protective windows to maximum transmission and protect the sensors. Okay, and it also includes M 28.5 times 0.6 family thread, okay, for astronomy filters. The sensor adopts the Sony IMX225. Okay, so the sensor is IMX225. The USB type is Type-C USB 2.0, and the total pixels is 1.2 pixels. The diagonal is 6 diagonal here. The diagonal is 6 millimeters. The pixel size is okay. You can see the information. You can see the parameters. To click to the link and to find more details. ADC is 12-bit ADC, and the QE peak is 75%. We also have the compatible systems and the applicable software. It can work with Windows and work with the Sharpcap and with your Mac OS. Okay, so this is SV550C guiding camera. can see it also has a scale mic. Here, the scale mic is definitely clearly for you. When you want to take astrophotography, there is some light pollute in the world in your area. Okay, at this time we need the filters. Okay, to reduce or eliminate the light pollutions. And at this time we also have the product of filters, and this is a 2-inch filters narrowband astronomical photographic CCD filters for deep sky camera, for deep sky astrophotography. Here. Okay, because each alpha is 656 nm, mainly through the high permeability of the spectrum, and the 656 nm spectrum of the color presented by the right-based 3000 to 1100 nm cut-off depth to get the details of the large nebulature. Extremely narrow band narrow band widens allows only the 656 nm band to pass through the filter, can effectively cut off the artificial light NA lamp and HG lamp interface to make the transmission line through so as to improve the nebulae contrast. So with this, CCD is by choice for deep sky photography and wide field. Okay. So when we take the astrophotography, we all need to use with a CCD filter. This part. This is SV198 mini 50 millimeters guiding scope. Okay, let's take out the dust cover. So the objective lens is 50 millimeters aperture, and the versatile 50 millimeters aperture guiding scope with a built-in dual helical focuser. Okay. The helical focuser color will not rotate attached altogether device during focus adjustment. It can also be used as a right-angle correct image optical finder scope. Eyepiece and prism diagonal sold separately. Okay. Yeah, this. Oh, yeah. It only has the objective lens. It don't have eyepiece. So when you want to use with an IPS, so you need to buy them separately. And the lens structure, the lens structure of the objective lens is two elements and one group objective lens. The tube material is aluminum alloy, and the aperture of the objective lens is 50 millimeters. The focal ratio is 4.1. The focal length is 206.6 millimeters. The coating is fully multi-coating. Okay, so this finder scope, or we can call it is a guiding scope. The objective length is 50 millimeters. You can also adjust the focus. Okay, this knob adjust the focus slide. Okay. This is SV Bunny SV198 guiding scope. When you use your telescope to take photos, you may need a camera, a guiding camera, a guiding scope. Okay, a guiding scope. You also may need a field flattener. Okay, let me find the field flattener. This part. Okay. Here. And this model is SV208. This is SV208. 1.0 times flattener, field flattener. So corrects the field for it is specially designed for this telescope, for this SV550 telescope. So it can correct the field for SV550. Okay, so it can connect to the telescope side, this part. It has M63 times 1 male thread, and the other side can connect to the camera. To connect the camera side is M48 times 0.75 male thread, and M63 times 1 male thread. Female thread. The working distance is 55 millimeters from the M48 times 1.78 external thread, and 91.5 millimeters if you leave out the M63 extension. The maximum working distance from the M63 times 1 internal thread is 103 millimeters, space enough for almost all adaptations. This part, okay, this field flattener can connect to your field flattener. Can connect, or we can say it can work with your filter. Okay, it can work with the filter. Because we can detach it. Oh, for this part. Okay, this part. So this part, the M48 times 2075 filter thread. Okay, this thread. This is M48 times 0.75 filter thread. Okay, so you can connect to your 2-inch filters. Just insert, just connect them together. Okay, for this part. Okay, and here we install the filter. We install the filter here. So this it has 3 parts. The characters does not change the focal length. The factor is 1.20. The position of the refractor, the focal plane is not changed. The correction is suitable for SV550. 550. Next, we also have this one. This part. This is our new product this year. This is SV2. This is SV210 it is M63 CAA. Okay, this is the CAA. CAA, it also means the camera angle adjuster. Okay, the camera angle adjuster, it can rotate it for 360 degrees. It is also designed for this telescope for SV550. This is the male thread. The thread is M63 CAA. Okay, the thread is M63 or M63. The extension thickness is 20.7 millimeters, and it is fit for SV550. The locking through is M4 thread screws. Okay, the locking through is M4 screws. The positioning lock function, yes. Okay, male thread is M63 times 1. And the female thread is also M63 times 1. So we can use it so we can connect this CAA connect to our camera, and then connect our field flattener and use with our SV405 CC camera, cooling camera. We also have the other small accessories. Let's see what's it. What is it? This model is SV211 handlebar. Okay, this is a handlebar. and the length is 135 millimeters. The width is 42 millimeters, and the height is 39 millimeters. This handlebar you can connect here. Okay, connect here, and when you want to do a short distance carrying, it is suitable to carry your telescope to a short distance place. So you don't need to hold your telescope like this, because it's a little heavy for you. But if you use with your handlebar, it is easier for you to carry it everywhere. Anyway, we also had this one. Can you see? This is a telescope carrying case bag. Okay, let me find a place to hold it. This bag uses the double padding layer internally to prevent damage. Okay, let me sit down. To prevent the damage to telescope equipment and eyes and so on. An internal padded divider makes sure these astronomical accessories are never scratching each other. So what's the meaning of it? Let me show you the internal structure of this bag. Okay, of this telescope bag. You can see this is padding. It can be put at the top, so will protect your telescope. This part you can see. This part you can put your telescope inside here. It means here. This is the divided padding. Okay, here, and it can be detachable. So it has the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it has the 4 divided padding, and it will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it will have 5 rooms for your telescope accessories, and your accessories will never scratch each other because it has a separate space. So the bag has 4 removable internal padded divider. Okay, that can store your value telescope accessories. Installed with unbreakable ABS steering, which means that here. This is the steering, ABS steering, that are tightly connected to the using double stitching straps. Okay, so it's also tested under heavy loads to make sure your telescope equipment is getting the safety that it deserves. And it is used extremely durable and water resistance fabric, double layer of high density PVC padding, ABS steering, and zipper to easily open and close the bag. Okay, we saw the zipper. The zipper can easily open and close. PVC coated heavy duty bottom. Okay, here. The PVC coating heavy duty bottom is used to protect the bag, protect your bag from rough surface. This carrying case features a removable shoulder strap. Okay, this is the shoulder strap, and you can remove it. Okay, you can remove it, and you can also hang on your shoulders. You can easily take your telescope everywhere. Next part is this one. Because we want to carry the deep sky astrophotography, so you may need the long exposure time, and maybe it will at the dark night. At this time, we need a heater strip, lens heater, a warm to warm. Okay, so if photographing at night for a long time, there is the possibility that the dew will form on the frontal optical element of your camera lens or telescope. Of course, this will result in foggy image. You need a dew heater. Okay, you need this accessory. You need a dew heater to fight dew. That's a heating element that wraps around your lens or telescope and warm it up, thus preventing dew to form. Okay. This dew shade is designed for astronomy telescope and compatible with a DSLR camera lens, protecting optical device like telescope and camera from fogging or freezing. Compatible with lens outer diameter below 76 millimeters. It can be used for heating baby bottles or feeding bottles indoors or outdoors. Can be used as a waist strap or knee strap to protect you from cold weather or emergency condition. It also convenient USB port design here. So this is USB port. Connect it to power source with USB port, such as 5V power bank, car charger, laptop, desktop, computer, and etc. 15 millimeters narrow widens does not interface focusing, and it will not produce dark corners in the field. It is also the widens that reduce interface for other accessories on the lens barrel. This is the first side I introduced to you. Okay, so let me install them together. This is SV550 telescope. Okay, this telescope is specially designed for deep sky or deep space astrophotography. As for when you want to take photos, you need a few accessories to help you to do this. So the first connect this one. This is SA. This is CAA. Okay, this model is SV210. Remember this model. This is SV210. This model can connect. Connect to your SV550. So when you want to take photos, at this time you don't need to adjust the angles. You only need to adjust here. Okay, so this is also called the camera angle adjuster. Okay, so when you want to use this CAA, we need to detach this 2 inches interface adapter. Okay, at this time we changed this CAA to connect our telescope. So can you see, if we only need to adjust this valve, so we don't need to let your telescope rotate your telescope like this. So it's easy for our astrophotography. And then connect our field flattener. The field flattener, I have already installed the filter here, so we can connect it directly to your CAA. Okay, here. And then connect our SV450cc cooling camera. Because we have said the walking distance, the back walking distance is 55 millimeters. Okay, then we need to use with this adapter here. Okay, and then connect to your field flattener. Okay, so have ready. This is the SV550 telescope, and this is the CAA camera angle adjuster, and this is the SV209 filter flattener, and this one is SV405 cooling camera. Okay, so when we want to take photos to adjust the angles, we don't need to adjust your telescope. We only need to rotate this part, so we can get the right angles for you. We can also use this part. Here, install here. so we install the SV211 here. Okay, ready? Yeah, we can also install it here. This is SV198 guiding scope. Okay, and install here. Okay, we're ready. So can see the whole part. Okay, so we want to take a deep sky camera, deep sky astrophotography. You may need these accessories: the guiding camera, the CAA, and the field flattener, the cooling camera, and this part can help you to take it out, just like this. Okay. So this is the first slide I introduced to you, and this slide can take astrophotography for deep sky or deep space astrophotography. The next part is this one. Okay, this is the first slide. I put it here. The second one is this one. Show you this part. This telescope is SV550, and the diameter of the objective lens is 80 millimeters. The focal ratio is 5.5 refractor. The focal ratio is 5.5. This is also a refractor telescope. It has a double speed focuser, and it can be rotated for 360 and 60 degrees rotator angle. This SV550 astronomical telescope has outstanding optics, high quality mechanical components, fitted with apochromatic glass for good edge-to-edge viewing, fully multi-grain coated lens, maximum light transmission, so it can eliminates the false color. The 2 inches here. The 2 inches rotatable double speed focuser for smooth operation, great feel and precision adjustability. This is a good telescope provided for astrophotography, visual observation, and nature watcher. So maybe I said a little quickly. Okay, let's say it again. This is SV450 telescope camera, and the caliber, the objective lens aperture is 80 millimeters. Here, so 80 millimeters objective lens is larger for us because it can collect enough light for us. So the more light enters into your telescope, so the image will be brighter and sharper. The coating lens is made of FMC, fully multi-layer coated glass lens, will greatly increase the light transmission. And the objective lens is doublet air-spaced chromatic design. The focal length is 50. The focal length is 500 millimeters. Is 500 millimeters. The focal ratio is 5.5. The eyepiece barrel diameter is 2 inches. It also equipped with this dovetail plate. This finder scope base, and the dovetail plate here is 130 millimeters. It can be also retractable like this. It can be retractable, and it oh yes here. Oh, you can see the height of the telescope can be rotated for 360 millimeters. This is a dual speed focuser. This is a cross focus well, and this is a fine focus well. Adjust the focus, and then adjust this fine focus well to do more accurate focus. Okay, so when you want to use with SV450, you can also use this one. This is a 1.25 inches filter connected to your eyepiece. Okay, this one. And then connect to your connect to your 1.25 inches. Okay. So we also need to use with a zenith mirror. Okay, the zenith mirror I recommend to you is SV188P. Okay, and then connect to your eyepiece and to your filter. So today I introduced okay, this one. This is an eyepiece. This is SV191 eyepiece, and this is a zoom eyepiece. this is a fixed eyepiece. You can choose it according to your own needs. Okay, SV188P is here. So this is SV188P diagonal mirror. So connect your SV188P here, and then connect to your eyepiece. This is a zoom eyepiece, and connect with use with your filter. Okay. So this is the second side I introduced to you today. This is SV480P, and this is SV550. This side is for deep sky astrophotography, and this side you can use it for visual observation, and you can also take some pictures by yourself. Okay, so that's all for today's live stream. Thanks for watching, and thanks for support. If you like our telescope and if you like our product, so you can follow us, and then we will also have some live stream on the YouTube and on the Facebook. Okay, so let's see next time.